Several scriptures in the Bible reference the idea that man has a spirit or is a spirit. Here are some relevant verses. 1. Genesis 2:7 ESV. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. This verse highlights the divine breath that gives life to man, emphasizing the spiritual aspect of humanity. 2. Ecclesiastes 12:7 ESV. And the dust returns to the earth as it was, and the spirit returns to God who gave it. This passage suggests that the spirit within man ultimately returns to God. 3. Job 32:8 NIV. But it is the spirit in a man, the breath of the Almighty, that gives him understanding. This verse indicates that man's spirit is essential for understanding and wisdom. 4. 1 Corinthians 2:11 NIV. For who knows a person's thoughts except their own spirit within them? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. This implies that the spirit within individuals allows for personal understanding and awareness. 5. Romans 8:16 NIV. The Spirit Himself testifies with our spirit that we are God's children. This verse emphasizes the connection between the Holy Spirit and our own spirit. The development of a fetus in the mother's womb occurs in several distinct stages, each marked by specific physiological and developmental milestones. Here is an overview of these stages. 1. Fertilization, conception. This stage begins when a sperm cell fertilizes an egg cell, resulting in a zygote. This single-cell organism contains all the genetic information from both parents. 2. Cell division, blastocyst stage. After fertilization, the zygote undergoes multiple divisions as it moves down the fallopian tube. By the time it reaches the uterus, it forms a blastocyst, consisting of an inner cell mass, which will eventually develop into the embryo, and an outer layer that helps with implantation. 3. Implantation, week 1 to 2. The blastocyst implants itself into the uterine lining around 6 to 10 days after conception. This process is crucial for establishing a connection to the mother's blood supply. 4. Embryonic development, weeks 3 to 8. This stage marks the development of the embryo. Key developments during this time include formation of the major organs, the heart begins to beat, and foundations for the brain, spinal cord, and other organs are laid down. Formation of body structures, limb buds appear, and facial features begin to develop. This is a critical period for development, and the embryo is most susceptible to external influences. 5. The fetal development, weeks 9 to 40. Following the embryonic period, the developing organism is referred to as a fetus. This stage is characterized by growth and maturation of the organs. The lungs, kidneys, and other organs continue to mature for functioning after birth. Development of physical features. The fetus grows larger, and features become more defined, including facial features and the formation of hair, nails, and the palate. Senses and movements. The fetus develops sensory abilities and begins to move. By the end of the second trimester, movements can often be felt by the mother. 6. Full-term pregnancy, weeks 37 to 40. Throughout the final weeks, the fetus prepares for birth. The body grows and gains weight, vital systems continue to mature, and the fetus positions itself for delivery. The average full-term pregnancy lasts about 40 weeks. Each stage of development in the womb is vital for the eventual health and viability of the newborn. Merging the maritime definition of Moor and mooring with the soul's or spirit's journey from the Creator, through the stages of development in the waters of the mother's womb, and into the physical world provides a rich metaphorical framework. This integration can illustrate the profound connection between spiritual growth and the physical existence we navigate. Here's how these concepts might interrelate. The journey of the soul. 1. From the Creator to the waters, the soul begins its journey as a spark of divine essence from the Creator. This can be likened to a ship being launched into the open sea, symbolizing the initiation of the soul's voyage toward earthly existence. In this realm, the waters represent the vastness and depth of potential experience, echoing the nurturing and protective environment of the mother's womb. 2. Stages of development in the waters. As the soul develops through the stages in the womb, mineral, vegetable, animal, human, spiritual, metaphysical, and divine, this process resembles the various conditions a ship might encounter at sea. Just as a vessel carefully navigates through currents, storms, and calm waters, the developing spirit undergoes various stages of growth and transformation. These stages prepare the soul to effectively embrace physical life, equipping it with the necessary experiences and understanding. 3. Birth and emergence onto land. At birth, the soul transitions from the protected waters, the womb, into the physical world, akin to a ship reaching land after a voyage. This moment of birth signifies a critical anchoring point. The soul is now fully embodied, with a physical form that allows it to interact with the world. The act of mooring comes into play here. Just as a ship must be securely tied or anchored to ensure stability on land, the newborn spirit must establish its identity and roots in life to navigate its path successfully. 4. Navigating life. With the strong foundation established at birth, the individual embarks on the journey of life, navigating the complexities of human existence. Just as a sailor must use knowledge, skill, and intuition to navigate the waters, individuals must draw on their inner wisdom, guidance, and experiences to navigate life's challenges. The act of mooring can be viewed as the need for grounding in one's values, beliefs, and community support, ensuring stability as one moves through the changing tides of life. 5. Stability and connection. Throughout life, individuals must continually seek moorings, practices, relationships, and philosophies that provide security and direction. Establishing strong connections within a community, much like a ship in a harbor, fosters a supportive environment to facilitate personal and spiritual growth. The reminders of one's heritage and purpose can guide individuals toward fulfilling their unique roles in the grand tapestry of existence. Conclusion. This metaphorical journey, where the soul transitions from its divine origins to gestation in the womb and eventual birth into the physical world, highlights the interconnectedness of spiritual and physical realms. It illustrates the importance of grounding oneself in identity, purpose, and community to effectively navigate life's journey. The concepts of mooring and navigation serve as powerful reminders of the balance needed between the physical and spiritual aspects of existence. In Moorish philosophy and teachings, the connection between the 7 stages of human development and the stages of fetal growth can reflect a broader understanding of spiritual evolution and the journey of the soul. Here are a few ways this relationship can be considered. 1. Unity of life. Both frameworks emphasize the idea that life is a continuous process of growth and development, whether in a spiritual or biological context. The Moors strive for unity and harmony within oneself and with the universe, paralleled in the development stages where each phase is essential for the completion of life. 2. Spiritual birth. The transition from one stage to the next in both human development and fetal growth can be likened to spiritual rebirth. Just as a fetus develops and is born into the world, individuals may undergo spiritual awakenings or transformations throughout their lives. This notion aligns with Moorish teachings of self-discovery and personal evolution. 3. Holistic perspective. Moorish teachings often encourage a holistic understanding of humanity, blending physical, mental, and spiritual aspects. The stages of fetal development show how the physical body and the spirit are intricately connected from conception, aligning with the Moorish view that both realms must be nurtured and developed for a fulfilling life. 4. Cycles of life. The concept of cycles is important in many Moorish teachings, as it mirrors the natural progression of life. Understanding the stages of development in the womb can reflect the categories of life experiences and growth encountered throughout a person's life, embodying the teachings of the Moors about life cycles and evolution. 5. Ancestral knowledge. The Moors often reference the importance of lineage and heritage. The development stages in the womb can symbolize the transmission of ancestral wisdom and characteristics, reinforcing the idea that individuals are shaped by both genetic inheritance and spiritual legacies. By examining the stages of development through a Moorish lens, individuals can gain deeper insights into the interconnectedness of all life, the continuous journey of the spirit, and the importance of both physical and spiritual nurturing throughout existence. The term moor or mooring has specific definitions within maritime contexts, and while it may seem unrelated to Moorish philosophy or culture, there can be interesting connections when exploring the terminology. Here's a breakdown of the maritime definitions along with relevant interpretations related to the term moor. Maritime definitions. 1. Mooring, as a verb, in a maritime sense, to moor refers to the act of securing a boat or ship to a fixed object, such as a dock, pier, buoy, or buoyancy anchor. This action prevents the vessel from drifting due to winds or currents and ensures its stability in a designated location. 2. Mooring, as a noun, mooring also refers to the equipment used for securing a vessel. This includes ropes, chains, anchors, and other fittings that help keep a ship safely in place when it is not under sail. 3. Moor, as a noun, in some contexts, moor can refer to a tract of open, uncultivated land, often associated with wetlands or grasslands. Within maritime contexts, though, it may primarily focus on the securing of seafaring vessels. Connections with Moorish culture. 1. Stability and security. The concept of mooring can metaphorically relate to Moorish philosophy through the principles of stability, security, and grounding in one's identity and purpose. Just as a ship must be securely moored to avoid drifting off course, individuals are encouraged by Moorish teachings to root themselves in their heritage and spiritual principles to navigate the complexities of life. 2. Community and connection. The act of mooring brings to mind the importance of community and connection. Mooring a vessel often requires cooperation and collaboration, similar to how Moorish culture emphasizes unity and the interconnectedness of individuals within a community. 3. Navigational journey. The maritime journey of a ship can be seen as a metaphor for the spiritual journey of an individual. Just as a vessel must adhere to navigational principles for successful voyages, individuals are encouraged to navigate their spiritual paths with wisdom and understanding, adhering to their values and goals. 4. Cultural legacy. The Moors were historically known for their advancements in navigation, trade, and maritime knowledge during their time in the Mediterranean. Their expertise in seafaring reflects their contributions to maritime history and the broader cultural exchange that occurred during their era.
The main thing is people don't know anything about their nationality or birthrights, or that they are a Moor. Or, well, let's start with what is a Moor. You know, that would be the first thing. It's like, what is a Moor? What is, you know, like they'll say all this stuff about a Moor. I mean, it is the manifestation of the being into the flesh, the being who travels upon the waters of the earth, but first beginning in the waters and also the land of the earth, but beginning in the waters of their mother's womb. See, when you look up the word more, it just doesn't mean a noun. It's actually an action. So it means that since man is mind and we're all spirit, and then we come into the flesh, so we travel upon the 7 stages of development in the waters of the mother's womb. That's mooring. Right, and then when we're done,